the bilateral talks with China today?
I was very happy with it. I think we had really achieved a lot in moving forward. The purpose of the bilaterals, as requested by China, was to follow through on the MOUs that we had signed during the state visit of the president there. And I'm very happy to report that we are on track on this one. We will be pushing for now more vigorous talks for the purpose of implementations, the broad strokes that we had arrived at when we signed these MOUs. So these are things that we're looking forward, and we're very happy that China is as enthusiastic as the Philippines in making sure that the trade and economic relationships that we would like to foster would really be fast-tracked. We spoke a little bit about the South China Sea disputes, not for the purpose of resolving them now, but I think most of the conversation along that line was an expression of goodwill. We have the assurance, we have not asked for it, but this is a voluntary action on the part of the Chinese that our fishermen will continue to be having free access to their traditional fishing grounds, and more than that, the Chinese has even offered our fishermen opportunities for them to develop and train to make sure that their livelihood as fishermen will be strongly supported, and they will even be able to engage themselves in the culturing of fishes that would sustain their families and their livelihood. We also had made sure that any actions that will be taken by us will be precisely to just simply promote our interests where the area of jurisdiction, territorial ownership and sovereignty will be set aside in the meantime until a solution is in sight in the future.
Overall, the general mood of our president with the bilateral talks with China?
Very optimistic, and we have instructions from the president to also move forward fast on this. Incidentally, the agricultural aspect or sector of our relationship will also be pushed through. China has indicated an intention to really beef up their importation of agricultural products, particularly in the area of fruits. They have also mentioned the lifting of the ban on tourists coming over, and we expect within the next few weeks even a marked increase in tourists coming from China.
Our President Rody Duterte extended an invitation to the Prime Minister of China. What was the answer to this?
Yes, the President extended an invitation for President Xi Jinping to visit the Philippines, and he had accepted it. But more significantly also, the President of China had indicated that they will be hosting the BRICS conference in September of next year in Russia. That will involve, of course, the BRICS countries, but had asked personally for the President to be a participant in that very important conference because of the ASEAN leadership that is going to be hosted by the President or by the Philippines in 2017.
And also, how was the bilateral talks with Russia today? You had a very busy morning, so how did it go?
Yes, that one was also very encouraging. We had agreed to really foster a stronger trade relationship with Russia. We acknowledge that in the past somehow, even as we are celebrating long years, 70 or 40 years of diplomatic relationship with Russia, our relationship has not really matured, especially in the area of trade and investments and commercial relationship. But this time we are going to push through for it. The President had explained to President Putin the historical basis of our present situation and why it was necessary for us to really engage in an independent foreign policy. And I would like to tell our people that it is very important for everybody to make sure that in order for them to successfully move forward in forging a brighter future for our country, they must learn from the mistakes in the past. Unless we're able to recognize that and acknowledge that there were mistakes made, there will be no way that we can move forward. And I think the President conveyed this message quite clear to the President of Russia.
Also, one last question for Russia. Did the president also extend an invitation to the Russian government?
Oh yes, the president of Russia, President Putin, had formally extended an invitation for the president to go to Russia, and this will be preceded by a trip that I will have to undertake there this December, and I look forward for even a more optimistic and closer and more detailed what do you call this, discussions of the president with the head of state of Russia, and that will be or mark the beginning of our entering into various agreements that would achieve our objectives and goals.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
You had taas kayo mabuntan.
Ah?